Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Opposed to the on-hit Varus, Ruler going to have that extra magic damage and not the poke, and now Carrier.
Oh dear. Well, Owner is going to turn up in time as Canyon a little bit out of time there with the twisted advance. Going to have to flash actually to get out of danger. I thought that Canyon knew exactly what was going on there, but Carrier was able to get the jump on him. And Ruler and Duro with a Keen that could potentially run amok, unless he just straight up dies here.
He's a level and a half up, that's massive. They are looking to dive now.
Yep, Owner going to move in. Let's see what Keen can do. He's staying away from the walls, which is very important. Still, he's just dead. Carrier might be going down, but no, Owner picks up the aggro. And so first blood, a little bit of that going to be able to do in the mid to late game.
I think it makes a lot of sense. A lot of ability to cut through some of these bulkier targets. You know, Owner, Duran, and Carrier will end up quite bulky. And to be honest, even Faker will be quite squishy. And I think the range issue is like some games it's hard to play the on-hit Varus because, you know, you're outranged or you don't have a window really to auto-attack, but, you know, everyone on the enemy team...
Chains of Corruption gets the cleanse. And that is a really nice cocoon. Carrier taking a lot of damage. Lit on fire now as Duro's chasing after him. The burn, the repel is so good. As Cease and Desist comes down, Duro gonna have to flash over the wall and he will get himself out. Killer Instinct comes down and Canyon was lying in wait. He has to flash out, but Smash should be able to keep himself okay. But Owner is now in trouble. He's flashing over some walls. Everyone nailing the flash.
Here, those 6 grubs now. Dragging up in about 30 seconds, and T1 do have the advantage here. You can see, look at the map.
Oh, Chovy not going to quite find the knock up there with the third Q. Still unbinding the soul as Faker could have actually taken the fight if he was able to get it worked out just right. But you saw dodged a whole bunch of what Chovy was trying to do.
He's dodging everything. Faker really clean with this. And you know, he has pressure bot. We look at towards the river, there's vision control completely in favor of T1.
Oh, Vault Breaker doesn't connect, but there's the cease and desist onto Duro, but he goes up into the sky. There's the Keeper's Vertigo. That gets rid of Ruler, and that means that a sitting Spider there will be taken down by Smash. 3-1 now in kills. That is going to be that feat of strength locked down for T1. Only one more of those to go, and they will be able to claim
T1
it.
actually end up backing off. They don't have the pressure here, and Gen.G able to set up for this dragon. Duro comes back on the map, and
yeah, that would be evened out feats of strength. So there that goes. Mountain Drake goes down. Next one going to be Hextech champion.
That's crazy.
It was pretty silly. He's played 182 games competitively. From the stats that I've found here is Duro is dead. In the sky, actually, as now Faker could be suffering the same fate. Chovy moves over, lands that Q as a Chaos Storm. I don't think going to be enough to deter them. Great flash, as the flash is invested there from Chovy as well. Rebinds the soul, gets out just fine. 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day, and everything stays so even. Yeah. Oh, Owner actually looking for an opportunity here, but decides against it. Doesn't take the abuse, and finds a way to make it the least detrimental possible.
He's just a chill guy.
He is a chill guy, 100%. Right, and right now he's chilling, losing this feat of strength towards the bottom side. There's nothing he can really do about that, especially with 0 mana, as Chovy will get a knock up onto Owner. The ulti going to be missing here is, oh dear! Don't know about that one. They do secure the Rift Herald, so that is a dead Elise once again. Flash forward, Chains of Corruption down, as oh dear, Smash gonna have to use the ulti and the flash to get himself out of there. Keeper's Verdict gonna be channeled, but Carrier not going to use it, and Smash gets out. Means that they win the kill trade, but once again lose out on the objective.
Yeah, I mean, Duro's just been having a bit of a rough one in this one, but we're seeing the barrel cosplay, trying to go for those night deaths. Chovy not had the best performance, honestly, missing a fair few off those kills. That not the typical thing we see. Hits one there, though.
Yep, going to be able to land that Q as Keen's moving up. Carrier trying to defend his mid laner. Faker down extraordinarily low. Alcove gaming to come in as the flash goes forward from Keen, goes all out, and Faker is surviving. Phenomenal knockback there from Carrier, and Keen goes down. The unkillable Demon King himself.
He's been clean with it. Keen making a mistake there on the Keen Sante, not with the find it. Chovy's looking though. I think he has the kill.
There's a great knock-up, able to secure it with the Unbound Soul, return damage.
You know, maybe that's it.
It's a game of just 1-for-1s all over the place. I mean, it's probably not saying it at the top of your screen right there, as the 6-3 is putting it in favor of T1, but it feels like these trades are so even.
Yeah, and we're going to see Dragon on the bot side coming out. We see Chovy doing a fair bit to Doran, but you know, with the context of that last play, maybe it's not Chovy missing him with the piercing arrow, but here.
천천히 맞아. 윤회 노공이.
Faker called
미리
the
타야겠다.
cover.
나 별로 안 좋아.
Yeah, he says, I don't like it, not good, not good.
이거 나 피했어 일단.
I dodged.
살았 탈만하다 이거. 살았다. 딴 데도 없어요.
It literally says call an ambulance.
Yeah.
But not
So
for me.
they're
Kai'Sa just able to pick up kills in these situations, but it's resulted in him being ahead of the curve. And considering, you know, we talked about how they have to swap, the bot lane 2v2 was weaker. We've seen Duro punish now value, but this is a squishy Poppy, and Chovy is 6 levels up. Oh,
well, there's the knock-up onto Doran. He can rebind that soul, but I don't know whether he can do it in time. He just explodes. And now, teleport coming in from Gen.G, but they're 4 versus 5. Keen going to come down. Otacon still just hanging out in this tri-brush, getting aggressive. Control ward going to stop that ward from doing anything at all. As T1, they're going to try their hand at it.
Yeah, they need 30 seconds for Chovy up, and then he has TP, so the longer they stall, the better.
Yep, Grasping Root's going to be invested here as Keeper's Verdict coming down as well. Gets rid of Keen, and now Canyon going to have to try and push them away. He's relatively tanky, but maybe not tanky enough as Ruler standing his ground. The Chaos Storm is so much damage, and Smash dives in! Canyon trying to survive, but it's 2 kills for the Kai'Sa already, and the heroic charge into the turret. Keen goes down, triple kill for this Kai'Sa. And Smash, yeah, I mean, he was down in CS, that doesn't matter even a little bit. 1.6k ahead, 7-0-1.
There's the payoff. You saw the play starting to turn in favor. And now Gen.G are hovering around Dragon, but T1 have the buff. This is dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Doran over here to the side, Carrier close to him as well, and Doran just dives in the engaged Jace as the Chaos Storm wreaking havoc, and Ruler is dead already. 2 of them sent home, but no one dead just yet. Chovy gonna be executed by this gigantic Kai'Sa. Kingsante, not enough against Smash, and Dura gonna have to flash to get out of the way. Ona chasing after him. As Faker, will he be able to land it? There it is, just a Q. Of course he can land that. That one's targeted. And Canyon running for the hills. Doran just going to make sure that he cannot contest this Dragon, and maybe he'll just kill him as well. The last man standing on the side of Gen.G, and that could be a clean ace if they killed him. They don't even need to, though.
I mean, Smash has just been so good in the cleanup, but also Doran just charging at Ruler, deciding, I'm just going to jump on you, there's nothing you can do. And the truth is,
0-0-10.
there's nothing to do. Yeah, he's
from like the worst start we've ever seen.
He's doing so well. He's getting so much value on this Jace pick. Remember, it was the first pick, and it is paying off for sure. T1 don't actually finish the Dragon. They're like, hey, we're just going to head straight to Baron. We'll take that. Canyon has no flash. Is there with the Smite.
All right, Canyon.
Is not there with the Smite anymore.
Not there with the Smite. The Smite is no longer an available thing. 2,000 health, T1 just being slow with it, as that piercing arrow not like the others.
Doesn't do all the damage, but it results in him going down. And then Smash here.
Yep. Smash going out, kill unit.
And then also outplaying the Kingsante here as well. Great flash at the end.
Oh, man.
So okay, like the Vi or the Jace, they're in range to hit you, and that goes a lot better for them.
Well, Chovy could be in trouble here as he does dash back, avoids the Vault Breaker very nicely, gets a knock up onto Ona, but they're just going to continue the siege, and they may as well. Brambles coming on in, and it is going to lock down Ona. He gets McHale's there immediately as the ulti's going to catch out Carrier, so he's likely to go down. But Canyon finds himself pretty lonely at the front of this fight. Keen going to try and tank for him as Twisted Advance does bring the Jace forward, but he's not a target that you really want to be fighting. They need to try and kill Smash, who dives into the backline and looks for Ruler. He goes golden. Duro is so close to being okay, but Chovy's out of there. Cannot fight anymore. A 3 for 3. Honestly good for Gen.G, but they're not going to be able to keep their base alive.
They just can't take down Smash. Faker gets a mega Arcane Storm as well. 5-1-9 now in the victor, and Chovy with no wall, drop it. And now Carrier's going to have it again in like a few seconds. Just the pressure of threatening that on a Keen, tower taken, more gold. Ruler still clearing the wave in mid.
The Gen.G will cut their losses and just fight for the Baron, which I think is the more immediate threat right now. Ruler
the way it's tagged. I was thinking, is he going?
Yeah, I know. Jonas Strong really making sure that we're on our toes here as, all right, not a lot of wind up there from Carrier, but just says goodbye, Kingsante. Down goes Chovy once again. Ruler trying to do his best here as they manage to take down Doran. He flashes over, but now he's out of the fight. Keen just trying to keep himself alive. And yeah, he goes all out, locks onto Smash here as best he can, but just pops like a balloon. Good night, Gen.G. All of them taking a little bit of a nap here. Duro and Ruler out of there. They may as well just not be participating. And T1 looking to end this game number 1 with a bang.
See if Gen.G can try and play the wave, but with a super minion, I don't think it's going to be possible. T1 still have so much threat. Carry has flash. If Ruler miss positions, you can just get wall slammed.
Yeah, he has to make sure he stands as far back as possible. Gravity well goes down. Carrier just trying to grab him. There's the flash heroic charge. That was gorgeous by Carrier. His Poppy, clean as ever. And down goes the Nexus. But 13-0 for the young man Smash.
Jungle as much as possible when it comes to T1. And you have a swap situation that heavily favors you with the Scion into an...
Oh,
maybe
God.
it happened!
Yep, because Doran's still here. Teleport is immediately going to be invested by Keen. T1 still looking for it, though. It's going to be a 4 versus 3. Is the knockup going to be interrupted? Doran already tanking, but he's okay with doing that. They take first blood, and now Keen trying to get what he can done. Carrier still chasing after Keen. Duro left on his own underneath this turret. The rest of T1 holding on to the minion wave. And if... yeah, I seem to remember something about that. I do remember the same AD carry doing it to Faker, although he wasn't playing this champion as... Oh, Duro. That is not where you want to be standing. That's said Pigeon picking up a kill as well.
You know, it kind of feels like the plot of the series, from Duro's perspective, is he's just being picked on.
Yeah.
T1 have targeted him. Beautifully done. Leaves no time for you to sort of... Because when you E and then go for the Q, sometimes you can't get W in time.
Yep.
This leaves no opportunity for that. And Duro doesn't have make treads or anything yet, so...
And you still get to Q afterwards.
Still get to Q afterwards.
It's like so much
Same
easier.
duration.
All right, Emperor's Divide! It's all over the place. Is now Chovy looking to try and make his way out of underneath the turret. Carrier turns up. Duro's here as well. That might give Chovy the opportunity to get in there. Faker once again has to flash. And that is going to be a successful gank there from Duro onto Chovy.
And stop it. Carrier fishing a bit with that ult, but doesn't find it now.
Yep, so Chovy, actually going to get a stop onto Carrier's recall. Duro in position as well as now Keen moving over Carrier. I think he knows that he's not going to stand too much of a chance here, as the ulti is going to be invested in Keen. Going to pay a visit to the Leona. It takes a little bit of time, but he gets there in the end. As now Faker with no flash, having to deal with Chovy. There's no ulti there as well. All he can do is try and shift some sands, but these sand soldiers are doing so much work. The chain lash not going to connect, and finally some buttons come off cooldown, and Chovy finishes off the Pigeon. Solo kill for the man in the mid lane for Gen.G.
So lane is coming up big for Gen.G. Chovy kind of waiting for cooldowns there. It was a little bit awkward.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like there was maybe a chance. But
he's like, give me a second, give me a second. Gets the rotation back, able to take him out. Dragon picked up by Gen.G. Cloud Soul. They said it's the strongest one. It's the highest win rate.
That's what I'm talking about. As, yep, Chovy just finds the Leona here. And now he says he's dead. And he gives the kill over to Keen. He's like, I'm going to go kill mid lane. And in he goes. Cover me, please, is what he's saying. Everyone's coming on over. And you can see the Kingslayer coming back off. And there it is. Lands chains, lands W. All good. Cool, calm, and collected. And an Emperor's Divide. Going to get rid of him once again as the ulti comes down from Chovy. Faker going down so low. The double guards looking real crazy there as Ona does manage to take down Chovy in the end. Canyon trying to fight this one out as the train. That was not really the station he wanted. Duro going to try and get a knock up here, and Doran is pretty heavy, but he's not going to do a whole lot of damage. And in the meantime, Keen's still top lane, and so he's going to be able to grab a feat of strength, and Gen.G will get all of them.
Yeah, that was the first time we saw the Jax interact with Xin Zhao, and
oh dear. I think the Smash show is now starting as Featherstorm going to come down. We'll see if this Blade Caller can actually do anything at all. And in fact, it does a whole lot. True Shot Barrage gets the flash that Ruler still had somehow. And now Smash walking into the wall. He is very, very low. Duro goes in looking for Doran, but he's very tanky. Battle Dance will get himself out. The Q just barely misses. Needs a few more ergs on that one. And audacious charge, and then you're like, oh, I guess I press E now.
Yeah.
And then he can't do anything. He can't even get out.
I mean,
so
look what he's doing.
He gets done.
The thing is,
yeah, this is back to live. And okay, ulti coming on down there as Canyon is going lower and lower. The Azir certainly takes care of him. And so Canyon maybe not as immortal as we thought. As Emperor's Divide going to connect. Faker thrown back towards Ruler is now Chovy. 1 versus 3. Great knock up there from Duro as the Emperor's Divide almost manages to get this one done. But oh my god, Smash able to get out the DPS and they win the fight.
Yeah, I think Canyon heard what I said.
Oh dear, that one landed. As now Ruler, does he have the Blade Caller? The answer's almost, as Smash manages to get the auto and keeps himself alive. I thought that was the Smash Mad movie once again, but not quite enough.
Rare Smash miss there on the Mystic shot at the end. Ruler dodging away, able to make
the rest of T1. But now, with this Rift Herald making a visit to mid lane, that could be just double charges. I don't know.
With Rakan.
Oh yeah.
and a lot of these champions.
So Cloud Soul as well with Silas, how does it used to be 20 minutes and now it's 25 minutes for some reason as well.
Big nerf to T1 honestly.
Oh no, it's a big buff to game time. To
Sometimes you just throw a skill shot. It's
yeah.
You're kind of hesitant because you're like, I don't know if I want this to land. Ruler, this is so aggressive.
Whoa, what's he doing here? This is crazy. Well, Keen is going to find the angle. Ruler gets out of there. Carrier stunned up momentarily as Empress Divide throws Ruler away. He survives for a fair while. In fact, he's still alive. Ona gets over there, finishes the job. But honestly, why? Why was he there? The counter-strike was decent. Carrier going down solo. It's Duro that's able to lock him down. But now Chovy is missing. It's only Keen left for the damage, and Smash is up and available. And so now all of them are taking so much damage from Ona. Keen has to sacrifice himself. There's nothing he could do. And why, Ruler? That wasn't even the Ruler spot. He was even deeper.
I have no answers to the question. Just completely out of position. T1 pounce immediately. And just as we were talking about the ability to turn a game in any situation, Ruler gives them a bit of a freebie. The fight.
And Faker getting some revenge.
Yeah. And you can see Keen kind of look for Smash at the end, playing very respectfully.
Duro is out of there. I was about to say dead.
Barrage?
I'm going to be honest. I was going to say dead. It's Trisha Barrage searching for it. Thanks, Jonah Strong. Oh, fan reaction.
Oh, the dodge comes through. Long time before you're able to cut through this Scion who's got, Thornmail and an Ending Despair.
And then in the meantime, he's causing such a ruckus, keeping Smash so healthy in these fights, making it so much easier for him to play around. Not to mention Fake.
Truly the most voracious Anakin.
Indeed. Well, Carrier's slightly out of position, I guess you could say, as Ruler, standing his ground here in this mid lane, does have that Bloodthirster as the cleanse comes down. The train gonna get the ulti out, at least, so that button not gonna be there. Faker looking for the angle where he can, but Doran tanking up for not a lot of value, and Keen keeping them all into position. I think Gen.G should just take the win. Back away as Doran will need to re-up that health bar. No flash now for the next thing can get for themselves. And these T1 health bars are getting lower and lower. Flash in from Carrier doesn't find any joy. And the train misses the station. The knockup is going to interrupt the queue as well. It's a bit of a disaster as Duro gets the quickness, finds the double knockup. And they will be able to take the soul point as well. Chovy finding some dash cannon value is now Keen dashing forward. Ona taken down solo as Canyon darting in and out of the fight.
That buff, it's going to be even harder to connect. Fishing.
Yeah, he wants to find that huge Empress Divide angle. He finds it onto two. Down goes Carrier, down goes Ona. And that should be a ticket to Baron here for Gen.G.
You just see when he's locking, the fact he's just
there as well, even though he's coming back up very, very soon. And Carrier 10 seconds before he's going to be alive again. True shot barrage! That was close. Does get information as well there for Smash, so nicely done. Man, that was so exceedingly close.
Yeah, I mean, he just runs so fast. You can
Oh,
see
yeah,
in the bottom of the
video,
screen
yeah,
like
no,
500
no,
movement
no.
speed.
Yeah.
Normally.
It's absolutely absurd.
Yeah, Cosmic Drive as well.
Yep. Empress Divide, and he just walked at them. He's like, yeah, they're pushed up too far. Let's kill them.
And even if you try and fight them, they have Arakan. It kind of feels like a checkmate here.
I mean, they've got Exodia Plus, right? Like, of course they can't have true Exodia because Elder isn't up for another 4 minutes. But, I mean, they've got Arakan buff, they've got Cloud Soul, they have upgraded shoes, they have 6 grubs, they've got everything! As Keen is demonstrating what they're able to do with that, which is basically whatever they want. Crescent Guard, not guarding too much of anything at all, as Drew is going to take a quick trip home. Emperor's Divide throws Chovy underneath the turret as Canyon dives in. They take down Faker before he can react as Chovy's flash on top of Smash will be able to take him down. And remember, he cannot even dive. Blade Caller value! And we are going to 3 games. We're getting exactly what we wanted out of Gen.G versus T1 here in the LCK Cup. 1 Nexus turret remains. They've got Arakan buff, but they will not even need to really utilize it because the Nexus is just dead. And thankfully, send it and launch themselves off.
I will say, if Ona falls behind, this comp from T1 might get a lot harder to play. There's a lot of tools, with Doran. Fortunately, Canyon's on the top side and is behind a bit.
Fear, man.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Exceptionally played. As, oh dear, Canyon's woes continue here. As Tempest going to come out there, not able to cripple Carrier. As Keen's going to move on over to defend his Lee Sin. He's just going to die. All right, Smite comes down as Carrier could be in trouble. Canyon going to have to flash away as Carrier flashes to get the the kill! He should be going down for it, but Keen might be sacrificing his life. Ghost not enough, and that's a kill to Smash! Absolute disaster for Gen.G.
I think T1 pretty okay with the situation. You know, Doran burns his flash. He's like, oh no, what if I get dove? Don't worry, Carrier is solo killing the enemy jungler. Killing.
And Ruler is going to be able to grab a kill himself. Duro somehow surviving the turret there, very nicely done. Misses a cannon, but I guess the -1s feel a little bit more muted.
Yeah, so just as everything camp, I just need to finish camp. I just need to finish the camp. Let me finish the, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Great flash at the end there from Carry to finish him off. He does go down, but then he feeds a kill to Smash, and now they're looking for the dive. This is 4 people. This is going to happen.
Yeah, Keen not feeling super good as the extended beam comes on through. It takes a little while there as Carrier tanks the turret really nicely, and T1 just execute the Udyr.
Guys, Canyon is getting these drafts. Be happy.
Yep, bit of a speed up there as well as Canyon. Just gets in there once again. Owner is going to smite it away. That's with Resonating Strike as well, as now Doran's coming down, and Canyon, I don't know whether he's getting out of this one, and by I don't know, I mean he's definitely not getting out of this one. That is a kill going over to Faker with those Winds of War.
You know, considering how clean LCK Cup, and clean with the smites as well, which is funny, especially considering, seeing Owner on a flank here.
Yeah, Chovy does get a bit of a fear, but doesn't want to get taunted. Canyon blocked there by the Warrior Trickster as Carrier getting taken down low, but Smash throws down the ulti. Duro in so much trouble, and Ruler throwing what autos he can, dodging a lot of these burst fights with a flash forward. The barrier, the hook goes wide, and down goes the Jinx, and there's no chance. That's the double, and Smash, oh man, if he wasn't certified before, he is now.
They pay for dearly.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at this one more time, and look at that lantern placement as well. I mean, Duro hits the hook, and they go in, and then Smash is just in melee range, able to get so much value.
Yeah, the level up comes through. Great flash in there from Carry, gets extra damage. Good dodge there from Smash. Dodged both those critical skill shots. He was so low.
And he was out of vision as well, but they swept it at exactly the right time. Carrier gives him just the information.
I think you always have to be very cautious into it.
There's the kick! There's the kick flash! The box goes down as Smash once again with the ulti. See whether the Gatling gun's enough, and it absolutely is. Shutdown goes to the Jinx. And did Carrier actually ult himself?
A lot of attack speed, a lot of AD, a lot of crit. An item has all 3, which is not really a thing anymore since they changed them.
Yep, Chovy actually coming towards the top side just to make sure that they defend.
Yeah, and Gen.G gets a little bit. We'll see the kick coming out here. And yeah, it's beautiful waterfall kick. I think he just ulted to try
so close to the interruption, actually, I think.
Yeah.
But of course, Flash makes
wave. Is potentially going to set up a kill, actually. Then they can go for dive if Doran sticks around.
Well, Canyon going to move on down here. Does have that kick back up. That gets the mini stun. That is going to be Flame Chompers, and my goodness, that is a very dead Rumble. Canyon almost dies, but doesn't quite. And so more plates, and actually second turret going to be going on over here as T1, they do manage to get the feats of strength this game. They're not that far ahead in the gold. Gen.G kind of holding onto it as, oh god, okay.
He's well, tank out, but he can if he's playing that safe. I will say, Chovy, Galio, Lulu. We've seen Canyon get great kicks. You know, we saw that one that was in the Mad movie, but that was ultimately him getting a kick later in the fight. Getting that first initial kill and setting up Ruler, going to be a tough task, I feel.
Doran's taking damage once again. Owner is just better at smiting as the playback is really good. Flash out just to make sure that Smash doesn't get the value. Immediate cleanse. And Heroic Entrance was immediately also interrupted as Keen is able to...
lead is still, it's small. It's definitely within range. Feats aren't going to make that much of a difference.
Canyon going in onto Owner. They do manage to get the Cyclone as, Carrier could be in trouble. King comes over, yeah, he's just dead. No Wild Growth is going to help him there, and it's actually Chovy that gets the kill. Ruler getting excited, Zap going wide. And Gen.G with control of the fight for now. Oh, another hook connecting! Duro, main character in this one. And there's the Spiraling Despair. It's another kill for Smash as the Udyr goes down. And Canyon, I think he'll win the smite fight on this one.
His Q is such a long wind-up, it's quite telegraphed. He's making it work.
He really is. This is a gorgeous play. I think the last time we saw Thresh be like, Carrier really showed us that. So we're going to go back into live here as another hook is going to connect. That's another kill for Ruler. And, oh man, Duro, I think he's feeling better.
He's feeling better. He's redeeming himself for that Elise game, which is a little bit rough game 1, but he is just carrying right now, getting so much value. Whew.
That's clean. All right, they're going to now try and take down this outer turret in the mid lane, and I don't think anyone...
Well, tanks on the side of Gen.G get a lot of value. With the extra durability, if Gen.G get it and Chovy and Ruler are just that much harder to kill, it's going to be painful.
Not to mention if Faker gets it, and then he has that extra shield, and he's that big front line that they need. As Keen just going to walk in here. He can do that. He is a Udyr. See how he's going to go as Warrior Trickster. Does mean that it's just the clone, as every hook is scary. I'm anxious. But let's see what T1's going to be able to do about it. Faker, heroic entrance up and available as they back away from the Otacon. And just look to lock this one down. Cyclone not getting the most value ever as they dive on top of Ruler, smashing that backline. Ruler survives for a while. Smash as well is just diving on top of Chovy. Takes down both of the carries. And Keen gets one, but it is all over for this fight. T1 matters into their own hands, and Smash comes in clutch.
Oda does his job perfectly. We need to engage, we need to get on the back line.
The Cyclone was going to be what they required, right? You saw that flash come out as Ruler avoids a lot of the CC, but Smash knew exactly who he needed to kill. And he's like, this is good, keep going. Takes down both of the damage dealers, and then the fight is just over.
Interestingly enough, even though the initial ult threats of having engaged support, is Ona going to be enough? The answer is yes, he absolutely is.
And you pseudo do have an engaged support, I guess, as Canyon was fishing for an opportunity there as another Cyclone comes down. Remember, Otacon buff means that they're just going to be sent home. Not too much more to worry about. Oh my goodness, they're kind of in the blender though. As one of them does go home, I'm pretty sure, no, never mind. No Otacon buffs actually going off, and that is just a kill onto Keen.
The redemption value must always looking.
Yeah, Faker manages to get the Justice Punch onto Chovy, who takes the Lantern to get himself to relative safety. Zap connects on to Smash, as Canyon has to flash to get out of this equalizer that is shredding them. Doran just wanting to put them in the barbecue, and they're diving underneath the inner. They're all going to be taking a swift trip home, but it's a double for the Zeri. And so it's already kind of doomed. They managed to get Ruler as well, and that is precisely what they were looking for.
Yeah, now they got time on the map, because you get this initial play coming in. But look at Doran. So Doran ends up ulting, and look, he's about to flash. Feared. So tragic. He was going to melt both Chovy and Canyon there, and it still goes well. But that fear from Chovy, I think it could have been game over if that fear had not come through.
I feel like that, poked down T1 a little bit.
It's kind of like they want to walk up.
Oh, I knew he was coming as Ona gets in there with the Cyclone right on top of Chovy as he takes the Lantern out. Keen tanking exactly like he wants to as he dives into the backline. Smash trying to replicate the play once again, and Chovy is so close to dead. Ruler is surviving this time, but Smash is getting underneath the enemy turret. They've used a bunch of cooldowns, and somehow Keen is still alive as he's running really quickly around this one. Be picking up the wave in mid and then moving back towards the fray. As, Smash securing Soul Point here for T1 really starts putting pressure on Gen.G as well, but over and over again, this Wukong is so dangerous. As Chovy, off to the side here, he's going to miss the fear onto Smash, and now Canyon has to kick him back, and there's the equalizer! Ruler now has to flash away as well as Ona is dashing forward. The extendo being so much damage onto Ruler, and he is out of the fight. The redemption helping the front line of Gen.G here. But 48 seconds until Chovy's back.
I feel like Smash is just ruthless. If he senses even a slight misposition, he is the player who will hunt for it, commit his flash to make it happen. He's bringing that challenge's aggression to the LCK, and he even catches Chovy off guard. Now, Doran looking.
Yeah, Canyon, he's going to have to flash away from that one. The flash taunt from Faker as Ruler is dead once again. And T1, they weren't going to wait for it. Keen is now a beautiful little snowman, but he's also heading to the death chamber. More kills piled onto Smash as T1 will march up the mid lane, and the game, ladies and gentlemen, is done.
It's been a close series, so hard fought, but T1 as a unit, we questioned how will they look with Doran. We saw Smash come in, who's looked fantastic, but as a team, as a unit, they're just making
the equalizer once again is doing beautiful things here as the spiraling despair is more what Chovy is feeling and not what T1 are feeling as they take down the Nexus and they secure first place in the group and this game against...
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Away that flash, so just a nice use of the time when you're leaving your AD carry to 1v1 and get extra XP. Now Morgan could be in... I think he's just dead, honestly.
I think he might be dead, yeah. By might, like that is like he's dead. As Beryl is going to pick up the turret aggro, even throws down the cheeky little Q and survives. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it is a dead Cassante. As Hype is calculated. It's going to be a rough time. As Lucid, let's see whether he can lock down 2 of these. Does manage to get 1 here as Humbug goes in. The flash out from Lucid. Here is the Demonic Ascension, and Showmaker trying to get work done as the Repel brings Polu up and he makes it out. Still, Showmaker just pushing them all away, and Xiu going to be able to grab his kill as the Elise does go down. Beryl, surprisingly, is really far up in the enemy jungle. But he is not going to be going down this time. There go 2 of the grubs over to DK. And 2 kills as well. So they're 1 away from a feat of strength, 2 away here for Bro if they can find it.
Yeah, the damage just wasn't there, and they're focusing everything onto the Swain, who's so bulky. Just wasn't really going to work. I think also Polu got kind of unlucky.
Oh, Arrow going to connect here onto Showmaker. He finds some Sith Lightning onto Hyper as the Nevermove pulls him back. But Closer with that Orb of Deception is deceiving nobody because we knew exactly what was going to happen there, and he takes down the Swain.
Yeah, good moves, finding an angle. I mean, the thing with Swain is without your ult, you're so much weaker, so it's a good angle to kind of make back what they lost in the fight.
Oh, Q looking for another angle here as they're both just diving forward. Q going to miss on the second time of asking.
This is what I've missed with
Ragdolls. Yeah. Oh my god, aiming, the value.
Oh, the minion died!
What goes up must come down, ladies and gentlemen, and aiming is going to kill the Elise 1v2.
I think
was also coming down. He had no flash. I think he was dead regardless. But still, it was funny.
It was very funny.
All right, there's the Vault Breaker flash. Oh my god, the kitchen sink!
What did he say to them?
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair,
So DK really speedrunning that one prior to 10 minutes, even though it's only 2 seconds prior. They will be able to lock that one down.
Yeah, especially since you now need the 3 kills being a lot slower. Feats of strength coming in.
Yeah.
Before you'd sometimes have them before anyone even had the tier 2 boots, which, funnily enough, is actually the case here. D+ have plays. Is there a Teemo there we don't see?
I mean, there always is. Everything's separated by Teemos. Is Lucy going to dive forward onto Humbug? As once again, it looks like Bro are just going to be able to get 1 out of the 3, unless Arrow going to be connecting here onto the Pantheon. Demonic Ascension, but they just take down the Spartan Warrior right in front of them. No smite available, but DK is still able to grab 1 of these grubs. Humbug diving forward, cease and desist into that backline.
Oh, the block!
As they're just trying to block it. As aiming, getting a fair few shots through, flashes out eventually, but there goes the Karma, there goes the Swain, and Bro with a gorgeous team fight.
Siwu just played Protect the President for aim. Fire all this CC at a target. It's not like Showmaker can not ult. You kind of have to ult when that happens. But then they just pull away, just disengage.
Yeah.
And you wait out the ult, you start fighting again. It's why I think it would have been better if they had champions like...
no. We're zooming in. Humbug. Surprise, Showmaker. He is very dead.
Yeah.
And probably going to pick up the kill. Not exactly ideal, but they'll take the turret.
Yep, it is. Bit of a struggle street for the Swain. Not giving him a chance to ult, not giving him a chance to heal. And I think that's why Swain into melee champions is really good. Like if there's like a Galio, things like Wukong.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, even in Vi, it's still good, but it's just...
When you can't do anything, it's...
Yeah, it's a feast of famine pick. You're 0-4. You're going to die.
Really does not want to take any of this CC.
Yeah.
It's pretty free-flowing on the side of Bro.
It's good against, like, Cuckoo, and it's good against arrows.
Oh,
Deceptively... No. Oh, he's still...
Oh, no. Yeah, she is in a bunch of trouble, but Lucid comes down as well. Morgan going to be taken out. The arrow sails by majestically. And Bro just lose their top laner. And Closer now also might find himself out of position. His teleport, awkward position there, but does have to use the ult, but uses it to get out of the way of the ultimate flying at him from aiming. So trades 1 for 1 as far as that is concerned. And now DK can get themselves 2 items now complete.
I think that's the thing is, this Bro lineup, Close and Handback, I feel like have been such a shining light.
Oh, yeah.
The aggression these two have, the confidence.
I feel like it's a lot of dive and poke and setup and stuff like that we've been seeing. But this composition sieges really well. Arrow going to be flying through, and that interrupts the back on this Cassante. And now maybe they can kill him. He doesn't find the Q. As now looking to get on top of Humbug, who just says, nah, I'm going to Vault Breaker you. Polu comes in just to make sure that they're going to go down. And she will fall.
Hype's arrows has just been so good.
Yeah, man.
Siwu unfortunately not using the W.
And it looks like the Kesper Cup champions not wanting to let DK forget about how that one went. as Closer going to help lock that one down. The first quad Chemtech Soul on the cards.
Some big shields. You know, that's kind of the tragic thing. I mean, sorry, that's the good thing, rather, about the tank Jace is that you don't need to hit your Shock Blast, you know? It doesn't matter if you did. It wasn't doing damage anyway.
Yeah, they barely do anything.
Oh, and they saw the ward, so I don't think D+.
I think D+ are clued in, ladies and gents, as Chains of Corruption and Humbug was just standing there, ladies and gentlemen. He will get stunned up and then poked in the back. And that is Lucid to lock that one down. No jungler, no chance of stopping this Otacon unless they all group up and try and go 4v5. But that will be a big old gamble. Arrow going to connect there as it lands onto Lucid. He does get freed as now Closer dancing around the fight. They take down the Cassante to start this one off. Can Bro do it? That is going to be Otacon taken, and now they can take a very short trip home. Morgan surviving for so long, aiming to lock down the kill, and very quickly they take 400 gold from all of them.
Yeah, that doesn't feel nearly
Sorry, 200 gold. 100%.
And the thing is, as much as Otacon's really great to get if you're ahead, you know, D+ no longer have that as like a comeback.
Oh, good sidestep there.
Nice.
As Arrow's still going to connect. Humbug making his way over. Not actually over-committing to this one as, Polu almost just explodes as into the backline goes the Vi. Maybe a bit too far, but there's so much damage, my God! The Bros just tidy it up. Beryl also not going to be safe. One more charge left in that Spirit Rush. As you can see, Dagon going absolutely ballistic here as they push up once again. The inner turret going to be taken down, and the inhibitor turret as well should follow suit. DK, can they defend? It looks like they're not going to defend this inhibitor. Not going to be losing the game right now. 6,000 gold though, and with this composition, and the positivity, and all of that stuff. As DK back out onto the map somewhat, as Chains of Corruption going to connect. That's going to grab a cleanse, but the arrow comes in. Lucid now looking to switch targets here as they dive towards Humbug. Never Move is good, and they take down the jungler. As DK, they've taken down the jungler before. Charm out from Closer doesn't really connect. He's completely which is not so great. Now without an ultimate available, wants to use that next charge, does so. True damage working very well.
Bro definitely weren't ready for a fight there, and D+ aren't confident enough to go for the Baron on the back of this. They will pick up the Dragon, but it's Chemtech, so you know, it's a small consolation prize. And honestly, Bro can just take that top tier 2 probably, get some vision around Baron, reset, and it's still a good play for D+, don't get me wrong. The damage is true Baron, even if she doesn't have like jungle items or anything.
Well, they get the vision of it. They're going to stick to it by the looks of things. Morgan diving on in as well. This is certainly dangerous. As Lucid going to move forward. He can get into the pit. Can he get the steal? That's the question. No, they just burst him down. The all-out brings the jungler out of the pit. It's down to 400 as he flashes back in. Closer goes golden, but he's going to get knocked back here. Shiu, can you take down the mid lane of the Empire? They're doing absolutely nothing here for Showmaker, and they're going to use this Baron buff to push in this bottom lane. Mid lane, I mean, it's still down for another minute and a half.
Yeah, Showmaker unfortunately stumbled and fell.
Yeah, well, cease and desist into the backline, aiming taken out of the fight as Lucid soaking damage pretty well. And that demonic stepladder is kind of doing things. Shiu's going to be able to take one kill in this fight as Polu dives up and then he comes back down. They take down the Varus very comfortably in this CC layering one after the other. The Bros will just casually waltz towards a Game 1 victory in this best of 3. Blue side is strong, but man, it was a dominant one here in Game 1.
And the thing is, despite the win rate, 37. Deaths, 9.
Win rate 100%. Deaths 0. Would be the true counter to that that little gank attempt. But Humbug, the lumbering tree. The Ents are not known for their speed. Beryl's not known for his decision making. As he is now going to also do the same thing. He's flashing. Polu's flashing.
He actually traded it advantageously.
Beryl's 1v1ing. The Buckler shield does absolutely nothing. Hype's going to move on over. The Ignite goes down. Voidseeker comes through. Beryl's dead.
You wouldn't get it.
And Beryl's dead.
You wouldn't get it. Carry a faster reset so they can play for grubs.
Got it. Well, there is some vision. Beryl throwing bucklers. Spear narrowly missing there as the Hextech Minefield is going to try and block the entrance. Beryl going to get flashed on by Morgan. Headbutt pulverize, and Beryl's in the blender and will be taken down. Can they get more is the question though. As Shu, really good Naba. Morgan in trouble. They're diving in. Shu actually not activating the Mega Nard just yet as the wallop connects onto Humbug. They do manage to get one of these grubs as Showmaker is going ballistic. The ultimate's available, and now Hype in the back of this pit really going to struggle, but he does have that satchel in place. And Undying Rage comes down, triple for the Tryndamere. This is what Beryl was looking for, I guess, in that play earlier on. As Aiming wants to kill Closer. Closer wants his plane to drive faster as Beryl doesn't get the heroic charge, but he does get the buckler because that one's targeted.
Oh, because they use the stun from Morgan, the combo from Polu, then they use the
I feel like
Hype,
you're detracting from the magic.
Yeah, but it's mind games, you know?
And it's success.
It works. It works.
Well, now we've got a killing spree Tryndamere situation.
Yeah, that's a problem. Not sure who's going to deal with him in the side lane.
Well, we'll have to find out a little bit later. We're all about bridges that are actually approached being the things that we're focusing on. As Polu taking a bit of damage here. Humbug clearing out a control ward. As he also gets a free trip towards his turret and dances away from the brambles. Humbug's like, wait, don't go away. I want to kill you. And he says, oh god, that'd be gorgeous. Let's focus on this fight, potentially down towards the bottom side as Beryl probably going to be denied this little engage moment. This is awkward though, because now the tree is smashed into a wall. The double knockup from the ulti here. Short channel just to keep them in place is Aiming. Killer instinct, and it's going to be the buckler wielder that takes them down. And now Polu trying to play defense. Will be able to pull 3 and get away, but that is still the pick successful for DK. As Lucid getting a bit of...
These are some decent spikes though. Triforce coming through, Luci's coming through. A lot of one-item spikes across the board. Deepos setting up around Dragon. It is a mountain. I think we had this last game where it was Infernal Mountain and then Chemtech. So like...
Are you saying that it might happen again?
Happen again.
Well, it could be first Heartblood going over to Morgan as well, as we managed to get a feat of strength.
It happens again.
Oh,
Deepos can have a composition that's decent with Chemtech. You have the healing from Lucid.
Oh, there's the wallop. The Gnar pushes him back as, oh no, doesn't hit the wall, and Hype's able to flash. Still, Keeper's Verdict going to get them out of there, and Beryl not taking as much as Bro would have liked from that Mega Inferno Bomb. Now that's on cooldown. Now Humbug is very low. DK could get something done up here. Showmaker is just pushing. This is
notoriously not a romantic guy. He doesn't care about the flowers.
Yeah, and this is going to be feats of strength as well for Bro, as they do just overload the bottom side of the map. They are going to be able to take this one down, and so that is some upgraded shoes that they put together for themselves. As Closer is, oh yeah, he's dead. Thrown into the wall and mashed into a pulp. That is going to be the kill. They decide that they will let the Lord live for now. And meanwhile, Closer's dead.
2 conditions. Mega Gnar, an extra wall, and Deepos are making those conditions work.
Yeah, they really are.
They're finding the angles. You know, they got very quick blade Tryndamere. He doesn't have an equal down.
He spins a lot.
Yeah, he's Beyblade Tryndamere.
Man, imagine if AP Tryndamere was still a thing and Quick Blades was in the game.
Disgusting.
Yeah, Boy would have he would have been the best top laner in the universe.
I mean, as
if he wasn't already, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm sorry, he's the kid. We know that. Bro going to be starting off this dragon. This dragon means about 0. As Showmaker is in the mid lane, letting them know that they care about 0 about it. As Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, that's not going to kill this one. As Beryl charges the ulti, doesn't actually throw it through. And big ones are starting to rain down. Shu does have Mega Gnar prepared. As now the ulti comes down. But Beryl, he's going to walk. Aiming, walk. A lot of walk being a good strategy here as Morgan trying to be that front line. Showmaker able to just slash his way out spinningly. And DK will disengage.
Yeah, bro. No, more taxes, more taxes, more taxes.
They're levying. As, all right, it's another wallop and pulls back Closer. Oh, God. Oh, it's just lunch in a plane. As Aiming is going to be able to supercharge his way out of that, and you can't even kill the wave. There's one melee minion, just enough. Apparently, and they're able to take it down.
Just Mega Gnar engaging is all you need. Just start out of time of the game.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's the strategy.
Guys, make Tryndamere a team fight.
Well, I mean, they are in the lane that Showmaker is in. So that will help Showmaker team fight, as Shiu's going to teleport in. He has Meganar for another half a second, as Keeper's Verdict says goodbye, Cow, and Humbug's in so much trouble. Showmaker's getting CC'd a little bit. He's got Undying Rage, but now he can even just reset and go home if he'd like to. Lucid is pouncing forward over the wall there as well. I think that might be a little bit, never mind, it's not over-aggressive because he can just withdraw. Goes back home. Beryl is dancing forward, gets himself a beautiful steadfast presence to lock them in place. And now Closer, I mean, he'll kill Beryl, but Beryl will set up the killer instinct for aiming, and there is the ace for D+. Oh, the third game. It is looking absolutely gorgeous.
D+, they just leave the Atacam there, and Bro can't resist starting it up. They feel locked in, they've lost too many turrets, they're scared of the 1-3-1, the 4-1, they're like, we just have to Atacam. And they fall right into Beryl's.
And we'll be able to take that one down with Lucid's help. There is nothing that Bro can do about that. You can see it's looking like a bike jump as far as this gold graph is concerned.
I mean, a pretty lethal bike jump.
Oh yeah, no, you are, it's almost a quarter pipe. You would be coming back down the other way. However,
serious speed to get up that thing.
True. It's maybe a motorbike jump.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. As there's a really cool new game where you're a motorbike with a gun. It's coming out on Switch soon. I'm really excited about it. But that's a bit of an aside.
You're on a motorbike, or you are the motorbike?
I think it's both. I'm not entirely. I didn't watch all of the trailer, but I'm still excited about it. Aiming is just killing Humbug. The turret might keep him alive for now, as the Unbreakable Will is a lie. It's looking a bit breakable until we get into game 2, of course. Follow it, guys.
Look,
no, go away, Aiming. No, go away. I'm soloing it. No, guys. All right, well, that is Keeper's Verdict. That's going to get rid of Humbug. That is going to make sure that this Baron is not long for the world. Now Beryl is keeping them busy. Showmaker is spotted by a sapling and now just flashes in to everything. Undying Rage is going to be used here. He will have the Q, but he's still dead. Closer able to survive this one as well, as Shiu wanting to hop around this minefield.
Oh, the Gromp!
Oh no, the Gromp, the flash forward, and there's the takedown from Lucid to get some revenge. Aiming with the killer instinct will take down the Lord. It's a double kill there. Shiu is done with this game. It is way too silly. And Monty Python, they told us all about things being too silly. Shiu knows exactly how that feels as he looks to take down Hype on the fountain, while the rest of his team finally gets their act together and sends us to a game 3. There is no series that I want 3 games in more than this one, and the Giga Chads will give it to us with DK there as well, helping out with their pretty textbook win with their Tryndamere mid. This chef position, the way that they can really make sure that they kill someone and then like have a lot of mobility around fights, but
most punishing cooldown to be without, but it just feels like he waited for like a split second until D+ fully committed and then flashed.
Yeah.
So good moves.
Like that angle, as Morgan just continuing to do his thing. This is Shiu potentially in trouble. So Hextech Ultimatum has got to be used very, very well if he is going to survive. Let's see how this one's going to go. He just doesn't get used.
Doesn't get to click the button. Yep. Well executed. Good kick from Handback to set it up. We see some scrapping going on.
This dragon should belong to Bro. They have had such a monopoly on these objectives so far this game, so that will be the feat of strength going over their way.
2 games in a row, right?
Yeah.
D+ get the first 2 dragons. They get Chemtech Soul. The lowest win rate Soul.
Still and able to farm pretty comfortably as Closer
this is feats
will
of strength.
just take the feats of strength, exactly right. He will be able to utilize the ultimate to get himself away, but Showmaker was not interested.
Both top laners do have TP.
Yeah.
Like, Morgan's pulling the trigger first. Shiu just isn't.
He is not. True Shot Barrage comes in, that is Humbug with Smite, and so that will secure it. As Shiu, he is doing his very best Showmaker's Tryndamere impression. As Aiming will stand his ground for now. Does have Beryl there with a door. And that's successful. Immediately, Shelly goes down. Shiu is looking to lock down this turret. Will be able to do so. So success on that front, but it looks like this outer turret in mid is also going to go over. Humbug could be in trouble as Beryl's diving forward. Finds the Winter's Fight. Humbug just, yeah,
we can see
safeguard.
Shiu actually TP'd there to move in. They wanted to punish the overextension. That's the Bro way.
That is the Bro way, and they are certainly set up for success here. 5 Grubs getting to work on this top side with Closer just by himself taking this turret down. DK, it's a bit of milling about outside of this, where Showmaker is dashing on top and Humbug's dead, the chains connect! Beryl? I was going to say why, but that is...
Gonna stop that Cloud Soul stacking. Pretty nice.
By stop that, you mean they're going to start it.
That's true.
As Morgan is fighting Shu.
Okay.
And winning for now, but the Dragon is just going to go down. Aiming takes a combo from Closer, and that's 50% of his health bar.
Can you believe that?
When that Shadow Flame is done, he is going to be really hitting hard.
I feel like this is on me, because I sold this game as... Oh, wait.
Oh, in he goes. There's the Cyclone angle. Another knock-up as they get onto Hype in the backline, but he survives for so long. Shiu turns up, and they do manage to take him down. It's a double kill, as finally the Camille does something in this game 3. And the rest of Bro have to scatter. The Arakan gonna be taken down. And D+, wow, they were lying dormant for so long. And finally,
the thing
minute and a half on this buff.
The thing as well with D+ having Arakan is there's so many towers for them to take, but also that comp is very tricksy, right? There's a lot of champions who are just already hard to kill, and now you don't really benefit for killing them.
Yeah, and they can, just walk up to this outer turret in mid lane, and what are you supposed to do about it? And the answer is, go away. Maybe just give it up. As we almost have all of these ults back up and available once again, as Showmaker loves the situation as well, as Closer throws down the ulti. They're trying to get them out of here, but Closer is just going to die for his trouble. Lucid takes a vacation. He's going to head back to base. And DK still fighting. Humbug now just going to get the kick out onto Shiu, who says, all right, well, I'll go home. And DK, Showmaker and Beryl holding onto the buff for another minute. But they take down the outer turret. They get a decent amount of damage.
But
yeah, the bullet time was really good.
You're just not trading that well because of the buff.
And the hook to interrupt the hook shot is... Sorry, the kick to...
Percentage pen of your ult and so much healing.
True.
And she's just broken.
Yeah. And there's the release date situation. It's Polar!
Yes.
He's going for it! Okay, the rest of Bro are making their way over. Lucid with the Cyclone is trying to do something here as Hextech Ultimatum will push them around the fight. Lucid staying alive for so long, but Humbug is able to take him down in the end, and Beryl is lying on the floor as well. Only 3 members left as Aiming will finally turn up. Public execution onto the Camille. And Aiming, you can possibly just kill all of them as Showmaker gets into the back line. Dagon's losing his mind, but it's still a pretty good trade, in all honesty.
Yeah, I don't think you can complain about the situation. Oh, Closer.
Shiu.
Oh,
True shot. Would you do that if you don't put the extra points into your queue? I'll give you the answer. The answer is no. Could not do that. As all right, who's face checking? It's Beryl. As Aiming now going to find some aggression. Showmaker as well, just pushing them away from this Baron. A whole bunch of random stuff. So all of his items left.
Okay, this is just a free dragon. Well, triple Cloud Dragon.
Sometimes inaction is action, guys.
But what about when it isn't?
It wasn't. This is not an example of that. But sometimes, it is.
You should give that pitch to Riot for the ruinous.
Back towards this Dragon Pit. Not up for another minute, 2.5 minutes, sorry. As Bro still want to try and start a fight. I think they're getting antsy.
Yeah, we can see this 1-3-1 though from D+, beautifully working.
Yeah, except
long top.
We are hurting.
Just keep running.
Bro
keep
are
running.
hurting.
You have 3 Cloud Dragons. Just keep walking.
All right, there's the Flash Magnus Storm as Lucid's the target. The ulti goes down, but the Cyclone's there. Closer has to flash to get out of the way, and he's so incredibly low. And that's Lucid's clone. Shiu's going to find Closer and then lose him, but does have Hextech Ultimatum. And even though this is what Bro were looking for, it is not working for them whatsoever. Lucid goes in, then he's out again. It's the bait and switch, the smoke and mirrors, and the bullet time is not Hype's best time. Showmaker is just, I don't care about this game at all. He's just going to try and win as hook shot goes nowhere, but does it even really matter? The answer is yes, says Morgan, as Beryl getting taken down so low. The kick out for Aiming, but it just takes him to safety. And now Morgan with all the dashes. Beryl with no fear at all when he probably should have some. And now Lucid flashing forward, looking for Hype, but Hype is just killing everyone.
He's just ending the game.
He's just kind of trying to win the game. Yeah, exactly right. Showmaker is doing the best he can. Oh my god! Aiming does it. He takes down the 80 carry, but that is one Nexus turret that Showmaker's able to take. And if we have a look at the money, I don't know what the back into the action once again. As Beryl's over the wall, True Shot Barrage connects onto Closer. He wants to have a higher health bar than that. Is now Hype's in trouble. Hextech ultimatum. Oh no, he's in the blender. And he is not coming out.
Oh, aiming?
Aiming does get picked up as well. So no more 80 carries in this battle. It's all about Shiu and Showmaker for the damage on DK's side. Morgan as well. Can he survive? He's got so much healing. Closer is in so much trouble though, and he's relied upon so much to get all the work done for the bros. And the hookshot will stun up Morgan. The Lord surviving for so long. Shiu almost dead. And Polu an afterthought, but he'll go down. The flash forward, and there it is. The surprise Teemo is sarcasm here for Showmaker. He is not surprised about the outcome of that fight. As DK, they look to take down the last remaining Nexus turret, and they look to remain undefeated here, taking down their rivals in the Kesper Cup. It was still an arduous series. Game 1 was a rough one, and there is a backdoor bonus, so this turret takes a fair bit, but finally the minion wave turns up, and DK, they will remain undefeated here in the LCK Cup.
It feels like that game